Hello, everybody. It's Monday night. My name is Mark Mulligan, and we are back on Mulligan's Island to spend another fun time together. I can't wait because tonight we are going to take you up the coast from here to a place called Rocky Point. Many of you guys have been there before, but some of you haven't. We're going to take you there for the first time. Of course, I'm coming to you from just around the corner of San Carlos, Sonora in Guaymas, at my backyard bar. Hope you pull up a bar stool, fix yourself something fun to drink, and if you can, let a friend know so that they can join us here at the bar. We're going to show you some videos, some pictures, play you some music, take some requests, and it's just going to be a good time. So we will, as always, kick things off with a song written by my buddy Rudy B., and he wrote the theme song to Mulligan's Island, so we're going to let him take it away, come back, and get the night started.
Let's make our way down to Mexico, where we can meet the friends we know. White sand, warm sun, and H2O. It's time for us to get back to laid back. Try a different beer from our favorite six-pack. This crazy world says, come on, let's go. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island, giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, it's a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. It's the right place and the right time to be south of the border again. This is the day we get to listen in. We don't sing no blues anymore. We kick off our shoes at our front door, full of wide-eyed wonder as the waves roll in. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island, giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. I'll be smiling here on Mulligan's Island.
Welcome, everybody, to another night on Mulligan's Island. This is going to be a fun one. I showed up on this island a long time ago, never dreaming I would turn into this song, and it's happened, and it's happening to some of you guys who are watching tonight. I just came down for the weekend. I was running from the ice and snow, where the tropic sun comes beating down on the shores of Mexico. The sunshine that I was seeking, I found where the warm winds blow. I just came down for the weekend 25 years ago. I'm sitting in my salty jeans, got a belly full of rice and beans, drinking beer and singing my song, just an old tourist that stayed too long. Warning all you folks tonight, you can have your fun, but don't you miss that flight. 'Cause if you do, then you just might turn out to be acting just like me. Yeah, I still got my round trip ticket, keep it just up above my bed. Fold it up to plug a hole in the roof and keep the rain off of my head. I ain't returning no phone calls, I don't answer email, singing and calling out to the dolphin and the grouper and the yellowtail. Now I'm sitting in my salty jeans, got a belly full of rice and beans, drinking beer and singing my song, just an old gringo that stayed too long. Warning all you folks tonight, you can have your fun, but don't you miss that flight. 'Cause if you do, then you just might turn out to be acting just like my San Carlos friends and my Rocky Point friends and my Keno Bay friends. Just came down for the weekend, I was running from the ice and snow, where the tropic sun comes beating down on the coast of Mexico. The sunshine that I was seeking, found where the warm winds blow. Just came down for the weekend 25 years ago. The sunshine that I was seeking, found where the warm winds blow. Just came down for the weekend 25 years ago. Help me out, guys. Just came down for the weekend 25 years ago. One more time. Just came down for the weekend. How many? 25 years ago. Well, let's see. It was 1993 when I showed up here in Guaymas, San Carlos area. And, of course, I lived up in Rocky Point, where we're going to take you to. I got there in 98, never expecting to stick around, and ended up being up there for quite a while. So we're going to take you there right after the next song. But first, we always like to open things up with a trivia question. Sí, Elsa está compartiendo, ¿no? So I'm going to ask you a trivia question. I'm going to give you a mystery lyric. And if you can match the lyric to the mystery Mark Mulligan song, you get to win one of these. Either a Mulligan's Island t-shirt in lime green or orange or sky blue, medium all the way up to XXX. You can win a CD, or you can win one of these, which is my music for all of you who don't have a CD player on USB flash drive. And this is my top 3 selling albums right here. So you get your choice of that if you can match the lyric to the song. Here is the mystery lyric. I want you to win this. Okay? Hold on. If it weren't for some crustacean, the one they call pink gold. If it weren't for some crustacean, the one they call pink gold. If you can match that lyric to the Mark Mulligan song and be the first one to do it, my son Luis is going to let me know your name, and you are going to win your choice of a t-shirt, a couple of CDs, or a USB flash drive. All right. What we're going to do right now is get you in the mood to wander with me up the coast from here. We're going to go up to Rocky Point, and we're going to spend some time up there between songs tonight. We're going to show you a couple of videos, but not of the whole town, because there's so much to do and see there that I'm going to do this over a couple of shows. Tonight, I'm going to take you to a couple of spots that are important to me. I'll introduce you to a couple of friends. It'll be fun. So we got to wander up there. Rocky Point is about an hour south of the U.S. border. And for my Phoenix and Tucson friends, you guys are actually closer to Rocky Point than I am. I'm about a 6.5-hour drive away coming from the south down here. And you guys heading south, it's about 4 hours for you to get there to Rocky Point. Only an hour of Mexico driving. So kind of a different scene than San Carlos, and you'll find that out tonight. So, in fact, you're even going to see a few pictures of Rocky Point in this next song. And then after this, we'll start with a few videos of the town. Hope you enjoyed tonight. Thanks for joining us on Mulligan's Island. Timeout. We already got a winner? This is good. Who is it? Franklin Go Downs. Congratulations, my friend. That was a tough one, and you nailed that one quickly. So, Franklin, you just let Luis know if you would like a T-shirt, if you would like a set of 3 CDs, or if you don't have a CD player, we'll hook you up with the music on a USB thumb drive, okay? Everybody give a big round of applause to Franklin Go Downs. He's a loyal viewer of this show, and I'm glad he's our winner tonight. Let's wander with this song written by my friend Rob Mell. He let me record this one on the Journey Round the Sun album. Some of my friends have told me that I seem to lack ambition, though I tried to explain that I search for the meaning of life when I'm deep sea fishing. All they say I really need is a good sense of direction. So I pulled out the morning paper and I turned to the travel section and I said, north, south, east, west. Which direction do you think is best? Don't tell me I'm not prepared for life. I got a current passport and a Swiss Army knife. Don't it make you wonder? Ooh, ah, ooh. Don't it make you wonder? Ooh, ah, ooh. Do you ever wonder? I wonder sometimes. Don't it make you wonder? I was sitting at home one night watching the Outdoor Channel. You know I can't get excited about going someplace if I have to wear something flannel. Next was a show about tropic beaches. I like what I'm seeing. Next thing I know, I find myself on a plane to the Caribbean, and I said, fly, sail, sail, fly. Blue of the sea, blue of the sky. Don't tell me I don't know where I'm going. My ticket says anyway the wind is blowing. Don't it make you wonder? Ooh, ah, ooh. Don't it make you wonder? Ooh, ah, ooh. Do you ever wonder? I wonder sometimes. Don't it make you wonder? Dreamers often see things that some folks never see, but they often blur the line between fact and fantasy. Poets often ponder, but they seldom count the cost. Just because I wander doesn't mean I'm lost. Don't it make you wonder? Ooh, ah, ooh. Don't it make you wonder? Ooh, ah, ooh. Do you ever wonder? I wonder sometimes. Don't it make you wonder? Ooh, ah, ooh. Don't it make you wonder? Ooh, ah, ooh. Do you ever wonder? I wonder sometimes. Don't it make you wonder? Ooh, ah, ooh. Don't it make you wonder? Ooh, ah, ooh. Don't it make you wonder? Well, let's wander up right now, up the coast from here, about 6 hours from here, about 4 hours from my Phoenix and Tucson friends, up to Puerto Penasco, otherwise known as Rocky Point. I am in Rocky Point's Old Port on the Mulligan, on the boardwalk. And it is definitely today the calm before the storm, because as I'm shooting this, it's a holiday weekend. And this place is going to get packed, as it always does on weekends. Lots of folks coming down from Arizona, from California. It's going to be a big weekend here after folks have been cooped up so long. So I thought I'd come down and just enjoy a little bit before the madness starts. Way down at the south end. You can see Margarita Mermaids. That's where I'm going to be singing my show tonight. And that's going to be my view from the stage. The beautiful Sea Cortez. Welcome to Old Port. I just love the views of Rocky Point's Old Port from here at a place called The Point. And it's a restaurant out on the pier, just off the boardwalk. As you can see, these views are just incredible, especially at night when the sun goes down and you can actually see Baja California, see the mountains just behind San Felipe. There's Sandy Beach over there. This is a neat spot to stop and grab lunch. Grab a cold one next time you're in Old Port here in Rocky Point.
And a golf course by the sea. That's the mystery. Where the ponga boats.
I love that part of Rocky Point. Old Port is just a neat place to go, walk around, grab a beer, hit the fish markets, just enjoy the view. It's a cool spot. Neat shops around there too. You always run into friends. So that's Old Port and Rocky Point. Well, I'm going to get you in the mood for Rocky Point, but first I want to tell you something. My kid Luis let me know that it was really, really close on the trivia question that Franklin answered first, but that Jason was like a split second behind him, Jason Cunningham. So we've made an executive decision on Mulligan's Island to give both of them a prize. This was like a photo finish. So Jason, we're going to award you a prize too, and you can take your pick of a Mulligan's Island t-shirt, USB thumb drive with the top 3 albums on it, or you can score any 3 CDs you want to. You just let my kid Luis know. Send me a mailing address, and we will fire those off your way, and you too, Franklin, okay? Be sure to give me shirt size and color if that's what you want. Let's get you in the mood now to visit the place I'm going to show you in the next video, and I think this song is going to give away where we're going. Spring breakers with salt shakers, chasing every shot with a line. Old geezers and gold diggers, it's amazing what money can buy. Oh, drinking Mexico Dry, dancing on the tables and falling on the floors. Oh, drinking Mexico Dry, and I wish that they would just go home. Dumped his wife in Casa Grande, ain't seen his kids in a year. He's 45, she's 19. Hey baby, can I buy you a beer? I know what you guys are thinking. Drinking Mexico Dry, expatriated from the red, white, and blue. Now he's drinking Mexico Dry, and I wish that he would just go home. They'll always tell you, don't drink that water, but this ain't what they mean. They call the culture intoxicating. I look look around and all that I see are underage white trash playing king for a day, screaming, "Hey waiter, speak English, can't you see I'm from the USA?" Oh, drinking Mexico Dry. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, floor. They're all drinking Mexico Dry. And I wish that they would just go home. He wants to live la vida loca. He wants to really get wild. Another shot and vacation's over. Now he's here for a while. 'Cause he got hammered, he got nailed. They threw his butt in the can. And now it's, please God, get me out, and I'll never drink tequila again. I ain't buying it, guys. Drinking Mexico Dry. He's finally learning how to say no more, no mas. Drinking Mexico Dry. And he wishes he could just go home. Yeah, I wish that they would just go home. Skanky folks with rum and cokes, I wish that they would just go home. Well, if you're going to drink Mexico Dry, I know a spot that you can do it. In the old days in Rocky Point, we sure had a lot of fun at a place that I'm going to take you to right now. Yep, you are looking at that place that was upgraded to becoming a brothel. Originally the town jail, then became a house of ill repute. Behind me is where I used to be the house band at Margarita Villa in Rocky Point, Sonora. If these walls could talk, a lot of us would be in big trouble. Back then, of course, Margarita Villa used to offer free shots of tequila from 11 to 12 a.m. and p.m. No purchase necessary, no limit. So how's that add to the ambiance of being in a former prison/brothel? My first show here was back in 1998 when Rick and Barbie, the owners at the time, brought me down for a Labor Day show. And I didn't know back then that I would eventually become the house band in this place.
What a ride.
These doors are locked now, but if I could take you inside, you'd find a stage over that way where I used to be the house band. Played here on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. How I ever survived this place, I'll never know. Survived getting a billiard ball thrown at my head, hundreds of drunks, and I earned these gray hairs. Yes, it's true. A drunken spring breaker really did throw a billiard ball at my head. It happened here. One night, this dude crawled up on stage just trashed, and he grabbed my microphone and started letting the F-bombs fly for all of his buddies. And when I kicked him off, he did not like that. So he went back out in the crowd, headed for the pool table, grabbed one of the balls, and rocketed that baby at my head. It actually lightly grazed my ear. But I think had he just been an inch closer on his aim, I might not be here today. I would have actually died in that building. And I think that would have just broken my mom's heart. You really don't want to die in a place like this. out back of this place were jail cells, and those rented out for $20 a night as motel rooms. You really probably wouldn't want a honeymoon here, but hey, for $20. One thing that got me in a lot of trouble in this place was becoming friends with the boys from the state liquor department. They would come in here and, man, they knew how to party. In fact, they would sometimes send me a shot of booze, and if I didn't drink it when I was on stage, they'd send up a warning and say, "We will bust this place for a liquor violation if you don't drink that shot now." Hey, I just didn't want this place to get busted. Took one for the team. Now, you've never really sung in a bar until you've sung in a joint like this. It was definitely for me a crash course in dealing with hecklers and drunks and just trying to stay alive. But certainly has made every gig I've ever done since then a lot easier.
Until the day I die.
Okay, guys, who wants to buy a bar down in Mexico? So what do you think, guys? I can't believe I'm still alive, and I'm surprised a bunch of you are too, because I know some of you guys who are watching tonight used to hang out with me there. I would love it if some of you guys actually sent me some old photos of Rocky Point, because we're showing you a little bit of places I have experienced there. But we're gonna continue this with another show, and I'd love to get your videos, your pictures, and we'll throw that in the next one. Shay Johnson, you were reading my mind, because as I am watching this video with you guys, I'm thinking, you know what? We got to do the song about the dude with the billiard ball. He shows up in this song in the second verse, so everyone listen carefully. Shay, going out for you, and thanks for watching tonight. By request, what a ride. And you know this part of the song. Na 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 na. One more time. Na 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 na. I walked into that bar in Kirkland Junction. The place was full of cowboys as I whipped out my guitar with a bar stool for a stage and $50 in pay. Just a few songs into my very first solo gig. He said, "My name's Guy, and I don't like your music. Would you kindly take that guitar, drink your beer, and hit the road?" I said, "Guy, I'll tell you what, name any song you want, and if you stump me, I swear I'm out the door." Thank God I knew Guy's favorite tune that night. Probably saved my life. If not for rose-colored glasses, what would have happened? I might have gotten killed that night. But Guy just took his hat off and he stuck it on my head, slapped me on the back and said, "I like this kid." And as I look back now, I just say, wow, what a ride. Na 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 na. Come on, guys, help me out from your couches. Na 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 na. Guess where we're going now? To a cantina 60 miles south of the border. Used to be a prison, then a brothel, then a bar. Well, my first career mistake was playing their spring break and wondering, where's my chicken wire? Some punk crawled up on stage and grabbed the microphone so he could scream the F word to all his wasted friends. I kicked his butt off stage and he flew into a rage, and a billiard ball came flying at my head. Oh! Had I not been sober, I might not have moved over. I'd be dead. an 8-ball to the head. But it just grazed my ear and I spilled my beer, and that was it. Yeah, but not for him. His buddies blew him off and he couldn't afford the bail. Bet he won't talk about that week he spent in jail. 'Cause what happens in Mexico, we know how that goes. Oh my. Now the years have come and gone and I've been successful at avoiding any type of what they call a real job. And the more that I turn gray, the more I love to play. So thank you guys for listening to my song. From that very first tune in that cowboy saloon, I never knew where the road would lead. From sleeping in cars on beaches and bars, I've seen a lot of miles between. From Kirkland Junction to the Texas coast, Southern Cal to Florida, then down to Mexico, I see buses and trains and boats and planes on this ride, this amazing ride. So hand me a guitar, toss me a mic, I'll keep on singing until the day I die. And with my last breath, I'll say no regrets. What a ride. What a ride. Been quite a ride. Been quite a ride. Thanks for the ride. Thank you, Shay Johnson, for the request on that one. I appreciate it. Well, just up the hill from the old Margarita Villa there is a pretty neat spot we're going to go to right now. Let's head on up the hill to the La Casa del Capitan. Just had lunch at a place called Casa de Capitan, high up on the hill overlooking Old Port and the Sea of Cortez. And wow, what a view. There's the old Hotel Viña del Mar down there, one of the oldest hotels in town. Old Port, off in the distance, Sandy Beach. What a beautiful day in Rocky Point. Is that the coolest view or what? I could have just sat there all day and eaten great seafood all day, just enjoying that view. So, what a beautiful day it was. It's always good to be back under blue sky, isn't it? I know a lot of you are feeling the same, especially my Canadian friends, who, I know it's still a little chilly for some of you, but for most of you, I think you got blue skies. Am I right? Let's sing about that right now. Up there, they're up to 38. Down here, we're down to 75. While the weatherman in Cleveland says that rain ain't gonna end. And they're freezing up in Denver in the ice and snow and wind. I'm back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be. Like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. One glimpse of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. Looking back, I guess I can't complain. Folks were nice and the job, it paid real well. But the truth is I don't get how people keep from going insane, cooped up in their houses, seeking shelter from the rain. While I'm back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be, like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. The sound of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. Bundled up ain't how I'm meant to be. Tank tops and flip-flops, that's more like me. I'm back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be, like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. The sound of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. I'm back under blue sky. We're all back under blue sky. Isn't that a good spot to be? Under blue sky like we got here today in Mexico. And I hope you've got the same thing over your head. All right. Well, we're going to head back up to Rocky Point right now. Who is in the mood for a margarita? I am here at Margarita Mermaids with Chris Nichols, one of the owners of this place. Hi, Chris.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
It is great to be here. I'm having a wonderful time singing. Thanks for bringing me back, as always.
Love to have you, Mark. You know that.
Now, this place is famous for what?
Our margaritas are the best you've ever had.
Tell us about them.
Well, I'll tell you what. We have 20 different kinds of margaritas. Yes, I said 20.
Wow.
And until you taste every single one, you honestly cannot say that you've had the best margarita, because there's one on there that's my favorite. Yes, my name is Chrissy, and the name is a Chrissy Rita.
Chrissy Rita,
You
okay.
gotta try it.
Tell us about the Chrissy Rita.
Well, this is a real margarita. No fillers in this drink. We have, the most important thing is this is truly, it's not a Chrissy Rita, it's really an Italian margarita, but we make it right. We use tequila Penasco, añejo tequila.
Okay.
And then we use Amaretto de Serrano,
Okay.
Naranja, Controy, and fresh lime juice.
Okay.
And Renee here, our bartender, and our beautiful Letty.
Hi, Renee. Hi, Letty.
They'll
These are
make
great
one-
bartenders.
They are great, and they'll make one for you when you guys come to Margarita Mermaids.
There we
Wait
go.
till you taste this. It is the best margarita ever.
Renee, don't you go talking me out of my Captain Morgan and Coke. I don't need any more vices in my life, Renee.
And then it gives it a good shake. Look at that.
This man has blended a few margaritas in his life, I think.
Well, I'd say quite a few, especially here.
Okay. Guys, is that looking good?
Wait till you taste it.
All right, this is at Margarita Mermaids, everybody. This is the Chrissy Rita. I like that name better than Italian margarita. No offense to my Italian friends.
Okay, now here's the secret ingredient.
Secret ingredient, everybody.
Look at how beautiful it's going to go in. Oh, does it
Ooh.
taste yummy?
There we go. Well done, Renee.
So I think I better taste this for you, Mari.
Here's the test, everybody.
Okay, here we go. Okay, you ready? I am.
Something tells me she's going to like it.
Now that's a margarita.
You got it. Chrissy Rita, everybody, at Margarita Mermaids. Thanks, Renee. Great job. Thanks, Letty. Don't those look good? Don't you just want to dive into one? I know a guy who'd be diving into one, and he's now living in that zip code, but he's our buddy and our Rocky Point friend, John Gorman. And Tim Scott, as you requested a song here, I'm going to throw this one in right now because it kind of goes with what we just watched right there. John Gorman would be in that place. And even though he was supposed to be back in Phoenix the next day at work, for some reason, he'd be calling in sick. Can you imagine why, everybody? Now, John, even though he's living in that zip code, just about a week ago when I was in Rocky Point, his daughter Donna was in there, and his wife Connie was in there, and they were representing John well. This one goes out for John up there and anybody else who ends up staying an extra day or two in Rocky Point for unknown reasons. Going out for Tim Scott, watching us in Illinois tonight. No time for siesta. It's a Mexico fiesta. Won't someone please help John off the floor? Pretty señorita, drinking Chrissy Ritas. Otra cerveza, por favor. There's always mañana. There's always mañana. I know I should be leaving, but there's always mañana for me to go home. All right, help me on this line right here. Someone shouts arriba. A bottle of tequila. Another shot and John will be feeling all right. Telephone is ringing, but everybody's singing. Somewhere south of somewhere on a Saturday night. Yes, that was shameful self-promotion. There's always mañana. There's always mañana. I know I should be singing, but there's always mañana for me to go home. 'Cause there ain't no boat and there ain't no plane. You can't hop a bus and you can't board a plane. Your credit card's maxed and your money's all gone. So have another drink and keep singing this song. There's always mañana. There's always mañana. I know I should be leaving, but there's always mañana. Come on, everybody. There's always mañana. There's always mañana. I know John should be leaving, but there's always mañana for him to go home, for John to go home, for us to go home. Going out for Tim Scott. Yes, Tim, it's a lyrical masterpiece written with a bottle of tequila and a rhyming dictionary in approximately 23 minutes with my friend Matt Tice. Hope you enjoyed that. And John, I hope you were dancing along in heaven. All right, we're going to head back up to Rocky Point right now. Let's go back to Margarita Mermaids. I want to find out a little bit more about how Chris and Rick got this place going in Puerto Penasco. So, Chris, tell us, how did you get roped into owning a bar down in Mexico?
Well, that's a funny story. First, I definitely want to blame my husband. And I'll tell
Always
you
the
why.
guy's fault. Come on,
Best
Rick.
decision ever. I just want you to know that, Rick. I love you. So one day my husband said to me, we're living in Phoenix, actually outside of Phoenix in Cave Creek, Arizona, and he said, honey, do you want to sell tacos on the beach in Mexico? And I said, is this a real question? He goes, yes, really. I said, okay, and how are we going to do that? He goes, well, our good friend Ed Shalene, if you guys don't know him, that's Crazy Ed from the Satisfied Frog, Cave Creek, Arizona. He wanted to open a Satisfied Frog in Rocky Point. This is, guys, we're talking 9.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And he said, and asked Rick and I if we would consider doing the marketing to open a new restaurant in Rocky Point. Rick, of course, already said yes, didn't tell me.
Good move, Rick. Wise decision.
Wise decision. So when Rick asked me if I wanted to sell tacos, I think the decision was already made, but you know what? It was the best one we ever did. So we packed it up, came down to Rocky Point, opened up the Satisfied Frog 8.5 years ago with Ed Shalene. It was fantastic. But my one criteria, I told Ed and Rick, I said, you guys, we're just doing the marketing. I'm not going to run a bar. That's not me. Wow.
How'd that work out?
Don't ever say never. You know what? 3 months after we were down here, Crazy Ed dropped the keys to the Satisfied Frog and Rick's in my hands. He said, kids, it's all yours. I'm going back to Arizona to enjoy my grandkids, and I'll be back and forth. I looked at Rick and I go, honey, what did we get into?
Oh, wow.
So for 7 years, we ran the Rocky Point Satisfied Frog as managing partners, and it was the best decision of our lives.
Yeah, awesome. I'm glad that happened. Well,
Me too.
and I'm glad Rick pulled a little stunt on you.
Oh,
Good
you know
move, Rick.
what? I love that guy. I really do.
Chris and Rick, we all are going to send this next song out for you because we know you and your friends from Margarita Mermaids are watching tonight at a bar down in Mexico. Well, I have worked my fingers to the bone, trying to build myself a happy home. But the more I work, the more goes to the man. So now I've got myself a better plan. You know what it is, right, guys? I'm gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico where I can pour the friends I know a shot or two of fun down by the sea. Gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico. What else could I ever need but the sun, a bar in Mexico with me? Well, I will pack up all my friends one day and head on down to Rick and Chris's place. I'll be pouring drinks from dusk up till the dawn, while we dance the night away with Buffett on. I'm gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico where I can pour the friends I know a shot or two of fun down by the sea. Gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico. What else could I ever need but the sun, a bar in Mexico with me? Well, I'll wake up every morning with nothing on my mind, pouring margaritas in a palm tree paradise. Gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico where I can pour the friends I know a shot or two of fun down by the sea. Gonna buy me a bar down in Mexico. What else could I ever need but the sun, a bar in Mexico with me? What else could I ever need? Senoritas by the sea, the sun, a bar in Mexico, and all you guys sing it along. La 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la. Got the sun, a bar in Mexico with me. Rick and Chris, you guys have got an awesome bar down in Mexico, and everybody watching, your homework project is next time you go to Puerto Penasco, I want you to head down to Old Port and go all the way down to the very end and walk in there, say hi to Rick and Chris, try one of the margaritas. They are going to treat you right, and you're going to love the food. You're going to love the drinks. And, hey, if I'm there singing that night, I hope you're going to love the music too. All right, let's head to another spot in Rocky Point. I hadn't been in this place in years until I stopped by last time I was there to shoot this little video here. So let's head on over to Balboa's. I am standing on the patio of a place called Balboa's here in Rocky Point, down at the port.
And back in the day, I actually got hired to play at this place, and I got fired my very first gig. You know why I got fired? You're gonna love this. Being my first gig here, I went out and I advertised it. We packed the place. Everyone's having a great time. You couldn't get a seat here. There was a line of people waiting to come in. And at the end of the first set, the waiter walked up to me and said, "Sir, the manager said that you have to leave." I thought, this is some kind of a weird joke. We're having a great night. I said, "What?" He says, "Yeah, apparently everyone's having so much fun. They're all staying so long that we're not turning the tables over fast enough. So we're going to have to ask you to leave." I was fired for doing too good of a job.
Crazy. But you know what, guys? Even the bad days are good. That's what I was singing that night. My first moment as a member of the human race. They spanked my butt and told me, "Welcome to this place." I kicked and screamed, but what could I do when the doc said, "We're gonna circumcise you"? Hey, looking back, I could have had a better day. I turned 5 and they sent me off to school, where I memorized prayers and I thought I was pretty cool. So one day in the middle of the Our Father, I couldn't hold back a trickle of water. Uh-oh, please God, get me out of here, amen. You could say I've hit some bumps along the road, but why complain, 'cause that's just the way it goes. Now even my bad days are good. I wouldn't change a thing even if I could. Sure, every now and then life drags me down, but here I am still hanging around. Now there was this nun back in first grade who said, "Wipe that silly grin off your face." Hey, tell me why I should, if even my bad days are good. Went off to college and I got that business degree, 'cause I heard that the corporate world was the place to be. But I soon found out that it didn't fit in, and I swore I'd never wear that tie again. So much for my future as a CEO. So I bought a guitar and I figured out how to play. Walked into a bar and I wound up on a stage, singing James Taylor, Croce, and Buffett, and all the drunks threw dollars in the bucket. The boss said, "We'll see you next Saturday night." Thank God that tie fit a little too tight, or I might not be sitting here singing on Facebook Live. Now even my bad days are good. I wouldn't change a thing even if I could. Sure, every now and then life drags me down, but here I am still hanging around. Now there was that nun back in first grade who said, "Wipe that silly grin off your face." Hey, tell me why I should, if even my bad days are good. So I'll be that old guy on the stage who still got that silly grin on his face, like everybody should, 'cause even our bad days are good. Help me out, guys. Even our bad days are good. I can't hear ya. Even our bad days are good. Come on up in Canada. Even our bad days are USA. Even our bad days are good. My Mexico friends. Even our bad days are good. Everybody. Even our bad days. My first moment as a member of the human race. They spanked my butt and told me, welcome to this place. I got a friend up in Rocky Point who just made me feel like a rock star the last time I was there. I'm going to introduce you right now to my friend Sherry.
Oh,
I am in Rocky Point with my friend Sherry Kaiser. Hi, Sherry.
hey there, how are you?
Sherry, I'm curious, what is your favorite Mark Mulligan song?
Let me see. Could it be this one?
How about this, folks?
I like
You
this.
gotta love
this
this.
one.
I now feel like a rock star.
Yeah. And he signed it for me today. Thank
That's
you.
right. Pretty cool. I will do this for your house.
Yeah.
White sand, warm sun, salty H2O. 12 steps from the ocean. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O.
After looking at that, you know what I gotta sing. Thanks, Sherry. That is so cool. Got a constant craving, can't fight the urge. Try to kick the habit, but it keeps on getting worse. I've given up on rehab, it's far too late. This lifelong addiction is impossible to break. Give me some white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. You know what? This intervention's useless. It's out of my control. 12 steps from the ocean. Who needs 12 more? When you got white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Oh! Now it goes back to my childhood, that very first trip. Watching the waves roll in mesmerized this kid. By the time they dragged me up the beach and shoved me in the car, I knew no matter where I'd go, I'd never get too far. From white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Now the sea's outside my window, there's a beach outside my door. Those three things still turn me on, just like long ago. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Oh! So keep your change of seasons, the winter and the cold. Send me a postcard with pictures of the snow. I'll look at it and shiver and just shake my head as I'm putting on my flip-flops and stepping out instead into the white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Take all your sweaters and set them on fire. Slap on some sunscreen, put on some Kelly McGuire. Then turn around and run right to the place you ought to be. Get your butt into some beach chair down here with me. warm sun, and salty H2O. Living by the sea is so good for the soul. I pinch myself and wonder who could ask for more than white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. There's no cure for this addiction. Every day I overdose on white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Oh! Are you addicted? I am. Here we go. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. I am addicted. All right, guys, let's head on back to Rocky Point. I'm going to climb up on the roof with you of Margarita Mermaids and take a look around.
I am rooftop at Margarita Mermaids. Just a few minutes from doing a show. Thought I'd come up here and check out the view before I get started. Get a little inspiration. This, by the way, off to the side, that's Viña del Mar Hotel. One of the original hotels here in Rocky Point. And it's not a fancy place to stay, but it's pretty neat. Located here on the boardwalk. And this is actually where Mike Nash hosted his first several SOB Fest, and I sang right there in that corner, which you just can't beat the backdrop. Rooftop Margarita Mermaids. About to start the show. Better head downstairs.
Well, looking out of that water, I know that some of you guys are thinking fishing. I know some of you guys. Well, Tom Copeland, this one goes out for you by request. The classifieds are spread across your coffee table with a circle drawn around some ad says boat for sale. Now she's a fisherman's dream and all you've ever talked about. But you take a swig, shake your head, and cross it out. Too much wishing and not enough fishing. Too many days saying maybe someday while the clock keeps ticking. You gotta say it now, every now and then, or you're gonna wind up, my friend, doing too much wishing. Not enough fishing. On Dock B, that little boat sits in a slip. Sign's been up for a week or so, but no bites yet. Yeah, she needs a little work, but at this price, what a steal. Till your wife says, honey, wait for a better deal. Too much wishing and not enough fishing. Too many days saying maybe someday while the clock keeps ticking. You gotta say it now, every now and then, or you're gonna wind up, my friend, doing too much wishing and not enough fishing. Now ever since the day we met, you've been talking about your big dream. Now all these years have come and gone, and still the same routine. Always not now, later on, if I could, man I would. Excuses never end, till that sign says sold, and your story's getting old. 'Cause there you go again, still wishing. Not enough nows, too many thens, too many whys, and not enough wins, and too too much wishing and not enough fishing. So cast your line and reel one in, or your story just might end with too much wishing and not enough fishing. Too much wishing and not enough fishing. Tom and Eleanor, thank you for watching us up there in Coburg, Ontario, every week like you do. You've been there since the start with me, and it means the world. And guess what? Someday I'm coming up to your neighborhood. I'm going to make some noise and severely bring down the property values in your neighborhood. I promise. All right, we're going to go back to Rocky Point, and you're going to meet a very, very good friend of mine here, Charlie and Claudia LeClaire, and their kids, Chip and Dave. And they're just like, they've been like family to me. They've been a big part of getting me out to Key West and big supporters of the show. And most of all, just really good people and wonderful friends. And I'm going to introduce you to Charlie right now. I think you're going to like Charlie. And I think you're going to like what he's got in store for you.
Charlie, what is this?
Wow, this is my Third World Cantina, of course.
I like it.
Inspired by my Mark Mulligan's song.
All right.
And a couple summers ago, I had it built, unbeknownst to my wife, because I needed a cantina down here for all of my friends.
Oh, I love it. How did she react?
Wow, I think she was pretty surprised. But it works out perfect. Everybody likes it. But you know, Mark, it has kind of a special thing to it that I didn't even think about when I had it built.
What's that?
Well, my wife does not like stairs.
Well, that's funny, Charlie. Amazing how that worked out. Charlie, you've just become every guy's hero.
I love it.
Welcome to Charlie's Third World Cantina.
That is one of my favorite cantinas. And you know what I love about this? Claudia's in Virginia right now, and she is seeing that video for the first time. Charlie, I know you're sitting next to her as she's watching that video for the first time, and I hope you're not in big trouble. Claudia, be easy on him. Come on. He takes good care of me. And this song goes out for Charlie and anybody else out there who likes hanging out in a third world cantina. Are you ready? Bartender, otra tequila. My second home is a third world cantina. Let's go to some of my favorite cantinas now. You guys ready? I'm the guy who plays the guitar south of the border in your tourist town bar. I've dodged bottles, been heckled by jerks, and all I got was this lousy shirt. They're squeezing limes and mixing margaritas. My second home is a third world cantina. The place fills up when the sun goes down, 'cause it's the only show in town. Banditos and brown-eyed girls, the beer flows and the blenders whirl. Catch a smile from a pretty senorita, there she is right there. My second home is a third world cantina. Salt in the air and sand on the floor. Fine dining ain't what they're here for. They want to dance and they want to get loud. Bartender, what you do to this crowd? They're singing, ay, 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 ay. That's your part, guys. We're singing, ay, 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 ay. Coo-coo-coo-coo. La, 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 ay, 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 dark-skinned beauties and sailors just off the sea. Sunburned beach bums and real-world refugees. Yeah, they've all got their story, but there's one that we all share. We're all here 'cause we ain't all there. Come on, Yana, we'll move a little slow. By happy hour, we'll be raring to go. Whoever told you that I'd never get far? Buenas noches from a Mexican bar. There ain't no place better this boy could ever dream of. My second home is a third world cantina. So bartender, fire another round of margaritas. Our second home is a third world cantina. One more time. Our second home is a third world cantina. Let's go back to Rocky Point. Okay, Luisito.
Thought you guys might like seeing the view from behind the microphone as I'm just setting up to start the show at Margarita Mermaids. People are just coming in. Always love singing here. It's going to be another great night. Welcome to the stage. Just about to start singing in a few minutes.
I know, as I look out in the crowd there, it looks like, I think I saw you in that crowd, and you were just trying to get a beer, right? Well, let's play you some same beer, different can, and this one goes out for Sue and Ed by request. The old man drank a beer every now and then. One day we cracked a couple, just me and him. At 80 years old, all the stories he could tell you. Far-flung friends from France to Venezuela. He said I swigged Fosters with Aussies and Guinness in an Irish pub. Shiner Bach and Looking Bach and Buddy, sure enough, it's all the same beer, different can. Just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. It's all the same beer, different can. There's Tom Shepard right there. Our pal Tom Shepard played a tour overseas, singing for all our folks stationed in the Middle East, at the ambassador's home right there in Riyadh. He sang a special song he'd written about his dad. And when the show was over, he was loading up his van. This guy walked up to Tom and stuck out his hand. He said, that song about your father really meant a lot to me, 'cause I just lost mine. You described him perfectly. Now that man had on a white robe, he wore sandals on his feet, he had a guitar on his head, and man, it ain't that hard to see. We're all the same beer, different can. Just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. We're all the same beer, different can. Now the old man said, I believe God's gonna get a good laugh when we learn, all of us, Buds and Millers and Land Sharks and Tecate Lights and Bohemias and even Pabst are all the same beer, different can. just different labels, different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand we're all the same beer, different can. The more you sip, the more you understand we're all the same beer, different can. Sue, I hope you enjoyed that one. Tom Shepard, thanks for co-writing that song with me. Meet me in Nashville and recording that one together as a duet. We had a great time doing that. Hey, speaking of great times, just the other day on Friday night, I was in Phoenix, and I was hosted by Michael and Tammy Bauman for a house concert there, and it was just wonderful to be there, singing in front of faces, and really a good time. And there was a couple there that are celebrating a anniversary. And I want to say hello to this beautiful couple right here, Mike and Linnell. Now, my Rocky Point friends will know these guys because these are the owners of Head Out to Rocky Point. They're the ones who shuttle people back and forth from Phoenix and Tucson down to Rocky Point. In fact, this is not a commercial, but when you are going down to Rocky Point, a lot of you guys who fly into Phoenix or Tucson, those are the two you need to call because they run Head Out to Rocky Point. They'll pick you up in a van, bring you across the border. But the coolest thing about them of all is that they're celebrating 18 years of marriage today. And everybody give them a big round of applause. Show their picture one more time because they're a good-looking couple. Y sabes algo, voy a hacer otra canción, pero mismo rollo. ¿Podemos? ¿Está bien? Well, guys, Michael and Ella, it was great to see you. I'm going to play you a song that I played that night. And I also would like to send this one out for Claudia, who was sitting next to Charlie when she saw the video about the cantina that he built when she wasn't around and the stairs. So, Claudia, this one goes out for you, too, because I know you like this song. And, in fact, a whole bunch of you couples out there might be able to relate. We're going to show a bunch of you guys on this next song on your big day when you said I do. And I think you just might relate to this next song that I hope to record in Nashville this summer. Michael and Elle, after 18 years, I know you got some awesome memories, but you got even more memories to come. Happy anniversary. Thanks for tuning in and watching tonight. I still recall the first time that we met. It's one of my favorite memories. Right up there with the day we wed. So it might sound kind of crazy when the best that I can do each time she asks me if I had to choose among my favorite memories, which ones they'd be. I just shrug and smile as I look back on times I can't forget. 'Cause my favorite memories are the ones we still ain't made yet. Seeing that blue line on BPT, checking out that first ultrasound. Sometimes it's all one big blur to me. So what am I supposed to do? What can I say? Each time she asks me if I had to choose among my favorite memories, which ones they'd be. I just shrug and smile as I look back on times I can't forget. 'Cause my favorite memories are the ones we still ain't made yet. We got a lifetime of history, but we've only begun. Just imagine all the things we still ain't done. So each time she asks me If I had to choose among my favorite memories, which ones they'd be, I just shrug and smile, 'cause we've had a blast, I must admit. Still my favorite memories are the ones we still ain't made yet. Those memories we still ain't made yet. So many memories we still ain't made yet. Happy anniversary to Mike Linnell. I also want to send out a salute tonight for one of our viewers that we lost. And you don't see his comments very often, but you do see comments sometimes from his daughter Janice and his wife Esther. And just this weekend, I'm going to show you a picture here of Jim Wolf. And I never met Jim. I know he watched the show, but I have just heard incredible things about this Korean War veteran who's a patriotic guy. And guess what? That's his wife right there. Jim passed away on their 67th wedding anniversary. And look at him right there. I know that Esther and his wife and Janice and the other daughters, I know this is a tough time for them right now, but what a family. And I just loved last week when I got a message from Janice saying that, her dad, as he was in his final week there he was watching our show. And he couldn't say anything, but he's smiling and he was peaceful. And Janice was there by his side. And that means the world to me. And I hope we can all just give, from your couch, give this guy a round of applause. Jim, like I said, a Korean War veteran, fought for his country, married 67 years to a beautiful woman, Esther. And please keep her and the family in your prayers, and Jim too. And God bless them. And I'd like to send this next song out for Esther and for Janice and for the whole family, actually, because, it's a bittersweet thing. 67 years, that's a real blessing from God, but of course, we all know it's never easy to lose somebody. So I hope this song, which was also requested, I know that Beth wanted to hear this one tonight. So Beth, you're going to share this request. I'm going to send this one out for the Wolf family. And I was sitting on my front porch swing, watching the sun go down, thinking that there's still some things left to do while it was still around. Then the colors took me by surprise. I was suddenly so hypnotized. I let the worries of life pass me by. It was then and there that I realized that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can learn to leave a few things undone and truly take the time to see that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can let go, learn to let it be. I was watching Mama getting gray, and my daddy's strength began to fade. That's when I began to pray, Lord, please don't take them away, 'cause I still got so much left to learn, and I love my mom and daddy so. But this old world continues to turn. Mama said, son, I thought by now you'd know that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can learn to leave a few things undone and truly take the time to see that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can let go and learn to let it be. Now I'm sitting on my front porch swing. I'm watching the sun go down, thinking that there's still some things left to do while I'm still around. Then my life passes before my eyes, and I'm suddenly so hypnotized. Is it the colors of those painted skies? 'Cause I hear a voice from the other side singing sunsets can be a beautiful thing when you can learn to leave a few things undone and truly take the time to see that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can let go and learn to let it be. Sunsets can be a beautiful thing when you can learn to leave a few things undone and truly take the time to see that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can let go and learn to let it be. Esther, that one's going out for you, for Jim, Janice. My prayers are with you, and I hope all of our viewers will say a prayer for the family tonight. And thank you guys for your love that you've shown my way so many times. I really appreciate it. All right, Luis, I know we have some requests here, and I know my friend Sherry Mackman had a song that kind of went along with that. Sherry, you've enjoyed this song lately, and that means a lot to me. I hadn't played this one in a long time. I'm gonna tell you a quick story about this song. It's funny how songwriting goes. When I put the Greetings from Mulligan's Island album out, I put a song on it that was very, very personal. Wasn't really sure if anybody would like it or not. And it went out to a couple of friends of mine, Tom and Jeannie, that we had just recently lost. And I wanted to do an inspirational song about that. And so I put this on the album. It was kind of a risk. And when the album first came out, I got one of the very first review I got of the album was a really, really bad one. It was a really personal, nasty one, actually. And it was somebody who said to me, Mark, I've listened to your albums for a long time, but they continue to go downhill. And I thought, okay, I wonder if this is a joke or a real review. But the review got worse and worse, and it got into the song and said, we hate the first part of the song where you're talking. That thing just doesn't work. And the more I read this review, the more I got really depressed. And I thought, wow, maybe everybody feels this way about this song. Maybe nobody's going to like this song. And here it meant a lot to me. And so I was kind of bummed out for the next couple of days until I pulled up for my very first gig that I did in Puerto Morelos with a new album out. And as I pulled up to unload my equipment, a guy came rushing out of the bar. And he said, Mark, before you start unloading your stuff, I got to tell you something. I said, what? He says, your new album, I've got it. There is a song in there that's the best one you ever did. I got to tell you how much it means to me because I just lost my son. And your song on this album really lifted me up, and it's my favorite. And I just started to laugh. And I said, wow, you have no idea how I needed to hear that. It's amazing how a song can really, really touch somebody and mean nothing to somebody else. And I just wanted to share that with you tonight because, Sherry, I know this song has come to mean a lot for you and Bill. You've requested it several weeks in a row now, and I will happily play it for you. And I hadn't planned on playing it tonight, but Sherry and Bill, you are VIPs, as you well know by now. Goodbye, Tom and Jeannie. Just saying that sounds weird. Who would have guessed just like that you'd be out of here? It happened so quickly in the blink of an eye. Now the world's a little lonelier and we're all left wondering why. Some say that's just the way it goes. Why things happen, God only knows. Some call it fate, some say destiny. I don't know about you, but as for me, I want to live before I die, love while I'm alive, with a little more faith and a lot less fear. I want to ride that open road as far as it can go, see the world out there before I'm out of here. Jeannie had that accent, East Coast in her blood. The day that she met Tom, that's the day she fell in love. In my boat in Mexico, learned to sail. They'd cruise across the dance floor and made the most of every day. So when you think of how they laugh, don't start to cry. Lift your hearts and raise those glasses high. 'Cause we all know Jeannie, she'd want it that way. And if Tom were here, this is what he'd say. Go live before you die, love while you're alive, watch that sun as it disappears. Go sail from shore to shore, there's a world outside your door. Now get out there before you're out of here. Wish life could last forever. Oh, oh, but that ain't how it's meant to be, and that's why it seems to me we gotta live before we die, love while we're alive, with a little more faith and a lot less fear. 'Cause at the end of the road, there's a perfect place, I'm told, and I wanna go there. Go live before you die, love while you're alive, with a little more faith and a lot less fear. 'Cause at the end of the road, there's a perfect place I know, and I want to go there when I'm out of here. I want to go there when I'm out of here. Bill and Sherry in Punta Gorda, God bless you both. Think of you guys, and I really sure do appreciate how you tune in week after week. You've been doing it since the start, along with so many people watching tonight. I'm going to check with Luis over here. Luis, do we have any more requests? This has really been fun tonight. While I'm checking this out, Janice has a request. I'm going to do this one too. Janice, I'm so glad you're watching tonight. I didn't know if you would be with all that's going on in your family. So I'm going to just skip right to doing Janice's request. Now, I know we're doing kind of a trifecta of these kind of powerful songs. I hope that's okay with you guys. I know it is, because I know you guys. Janice, God bless you. I just talked about her. You know, she just lost her father. And she's got such a positive attitude, though. And Janice, our prayers are with you. And thank you for being here to watch tonight. That itself just means a lot to me. And I want you, please, if your mom is not watching tonight, I want you to send her a note and tell her that our prayers are with her. We're all sending her a big, big hug from Mulligan's Island, okay? I know this song right now means a lot to you. And some of you guys in this crowd watching tonight, I get emails and I hear your stories, and I know you've been through a lot this past year too. So maybe there's more than just Janice who can relate to this next song tonight. No sé si tienen la carpeta de It's About Time. Si no tienen, no te preocupes. Okay. Es de un bar México. It's about time, someone muttered as he walked in through the door. He used to bust his tail to be the first one here and the last to go. They used to say that boy's the boss's rising star. He sure got his priorities in line. He's gonna go far. Maybe it was bound to happen. Maybe he just got burned out. Or could it be he's finally learned what life is all about? It's about time. It's about time he realized. It's about time. Less time with the big shots, more time with the wife. He's always made a real good living. Now he just wants a life, and it's about time. I look in the mirror and I wonder where those years have slipped away. I always thought that tomorrow would never come. That was yesterday. It's been a while since I threw a ball to my kid out in the yard. I can't make up for every moment that I've missed, but it's a start. So I'll never win a Grammy, but that won't make me cry. I'd rather be the world's best daddy. Hey, at least it's worth a try. It's about time. It's about time I figured out. It's about time. Less time apart, more time with you. I'm gonna knock a few things off that great big list of things to do. It's about time, it's about family, it's about good friends, it's about all those things that money just can't buy. It's about love, it's about faith, 'cause that's all that you're gonna take when you leave this world behind. Less time in the office, more time with the kids. Might not score that great big bonus. Hey, that's just the way it is. It's about time. It's about time we realized. It's about time. More time kicking back, less time on the ball. We're driving ourselves crazy, just trying to have it all. Now we do anything to make that extra dime. Thinking life's about those great big dollar signs. But you live long enough and you will find it's about time. It's about time. That one is going out tonight for Janice. And Janice, thank you again for watching. Prayers for your family. We really appreciate you being here tonight. All right, Luisito, what do we got over there? Luis has been handling your comments tonight. And he just does a great job. I'm really proud of him. He's been having so much fun with you guys, bantering back and forth. I go back after the show and I read your comments, and it's just I just end up laughing half the time at all the things you guys say. So, what's that? All right, tell you what, can you ask Mom? She's going to resist, but she's in the house packing. Can you grab her real fast? She's all right. You guys already know that Elsa's not going to want to do this, but Luis is going to do his best to get her out. She's packing because she's actually leaving for a trip. This is kind of a bummer for me because Elsa leaves for a trip tonight. We have a request for a song. They want to hear you sing. I know, Elsa. Here goes the standard resistance. Everybody, come on. You have to chant Elsa's name. Chant her name from your couch. She will be able to hear you. We need you, Elsa. She is leaving after tonight's show, and then the day she gets back, I'll already be gone. I'm going up to Arizona next week, and I'm going to be singing a show in Tucson at the 49er Country Club next Wednesday, 6 to 8 o'clock at the 49er on the east side of Tucson. And then, of course, on Saturday, June the 19th, I can't wait for this one. We're going to Cool Country in Arizona, Pine Top, Arizona. It's a BYOB and Chair house concert hosted by Becky and Pete Skinner. Wonderful people, and it's an open to the public show. It's a suggested donation of $25. I'll be joined by Rudy B for that one. I can't wait. So Saturday, June 19th, Pine Top, Arizona. All the details are on my website at markmulligan.net. Luis did a great job. He convinced Elsa to come out here. Everybody give it up for Elsa. Pablo, ¿puedes subir el volumen en el micrófono? Canal 1, como 30%. Como 40. Lo pones a como, a ver, sí. Ese abajo, muévelo a la derecha. Así, más o menos. Okay, guys, I think we got it here. Elsa's here. Give her a big round of applause. And Sharon and David, you have no idea how I'm going to pay for this one later. Ready?
Hi, Sharon. Hi, David. Las horas más lindas las paso contigo, sí. No quiero ni pensar si un día me faltas tú. No quiero ni pensarlo, amor. Tú me acostumbraste a ser como un niño. No quiero ni pensar si un día me faltas tú. No quiero ni pensarlo, amor. Pídeme la luna y te la bajaré. Pídeme una estrella, hasta allá me iré. Más nunca me digas no te quiero más, porque estas palabras me hacen mucho mal. Pídeme la vida y te demostraré cuánto yo te quise y cuánto te amaré. Tú fuiste y has sido para mí el amor, regalo más lindo que me ha dado Dios. Quisiera esta noche tenerte conmigo, sí. No quiero ni pensar si un día me faltas tú. No quiero ni pensarlo, amor. Tú me acostumbraste a ser como un niño. No quiero ni pensar si un día me faltas tú. No quiero ni pensarlo, amor. Pídeme la luna y te la bajaré. Pídeme una estrella, hasta allá me iré. Más nunca me digas no te quiero más, porque estas palabras me hacen mucho mal. Pídeme la vida y te demostraré cuánto yo te quise y cuánto te amaré. Usted ha sido para mí el amor, regalo más lindo que me ha dado Dios. La 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 la.
Everybody give it up for Elsa. Chica, bien hecho.
Okay, bye. I gotta go and pack.
We are the most unorganized family. I talked to Rudy B on the phone during our sound check tonight. You know, he packs for trips days, I'm guessing even weeks in advance. I know you, Rudy, how organized you are. Elsa is leaving for a week, and I think she just started the pack right now in the middle of my show. That's just the way we are around here. It's nothing but pure chaos. All right, Luisito, I know we have another request over there. This is fun tonight. I'm really glad you guys have joined us. Marcy, I'm going to do this one for you. I suspect, Marcy, you are floating in your pool right now with Paul around the corner from us in San Carlos. That's how you like to watch this show. Usually I'd be showing you the wedding pictures during this song, but we already did that. So use your imagination and picture some really romantic things in your head And that video is going to look so cool in your head. Granddad fell in love with my grandma back in 25. He knew right then she was the one. Now there they are in black and white. And as I wipe the dust off of that frame, I know that they're together once again. I would have loved to live back when the world didn't spin so fast. Things were different way back then. Yeah, love was made to last. It was more than just some store-bought ring. Those vows they made meant everything. I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began when I took your hand and said, I want to love you. I want to love you like that. One day we stood up before God and everyone we knew. I gave my word, you gave your heart, and we softly said I do, with a promise to live faithfully for not a day less than eternity. So here we are now, me and you, raising 4 kids of our own. We've done the best that we can do to turn this house into a home, and our kids will meet someone someday. When they look at us, I hope that they will say, I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began when I took your hand and said, I want to love you. I want to love you like that. I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began when I took your hand and said, I want to love you. I want to love you like that. I want to love you like that. Oh, I want to love you like that. Going out for Marcy and Paul around the corner from us in San Carlos, probably floating in their pool right now. Okay, Luis, do we have any other requests? What's that? Hold on. Are we good? I think we got them all there, Luis. All right. Well, you know what? We got one more. Hold on. I got to do this one because Daryl is watching us from England. And Daryl, that means a lot to us. You're on a totally different time thing than us. I don't know what time it is there, but I know it's way different than what we all got. So 2 a.m., he says? 2 a.m., and he's watching us. Everybody, just for that, we all got to help Daryl sing this next song. I'm going to put Anais to work on this next one. By the way, that's Pablo and Anais running our audio and our visual tonight with Luis on the comments. Now, Anais, I thought this was a family show. Going out for Daryl. I met her at the mercado. She was buying avocados, and man, she really turned me on. She reached for my pepper, and I grabbed her tomatoes. I knew it wouldn't take very long. She walked up to la mesa. She picked up some cerveza. So I picked up some onions and limon. And the way she looked at me, man, I could clearly see that it wouldn't take very long. Guacamole, guacamole. We'd be making guacamole all night long. Come on, guys. Guacamole, guacamole. We'd be making guacamole all night long. Daryl, I imagine in England you don't get a whole lot of guacamole. So we're bringing it to you tonight. She walked up to the line. I fell in right behind. And man, she sure looked good to me. She reached for her money. I said, wait a minute, honey. I believe this one is on me. We got in my pickup. We started to back up. We headed on down the road. We went into her casa. We ate tortillas de masa, and we made guacamole all night long. Guacamole, guacamole. We were making guacamole all night long. Come on, everyone. Guacamole, guacamole. We were making guacamole all night long. Guacamole, guacamole. Haciendo guacamole toda la noche. Guacamole, guacamole. We were making guacamole all night long. Going out for Daryl in England. Daryl, thank you for joining us. Guys, I'm going to do one last song here. Esto va a ser carpeta de Rocky Point Picks y del disco Best Of. I want to thank you all for joining it, and my Rocky Point friends who tuned in tonight. Hey, listen, I'm going to be showing some more Rocky Point stuff on an upcoming show. We'll also take you to another town along the coastal road. I did say upcoming show because people are asking me. They're saying keep these things going, and so I'm trying my best. I'm going to try to give you guys another one next week. As long as you're interested in watching and you're not throwing bottles at your screen, I'm gonna try to give it a shot here, okay? Let me see if I can put together some videos or what I can do. I always want to keep it interesting and exciting. I don't want to just get up here and bore you with staring at a camera. So let's shoot for that, and I can't wait to see my Arizona friends in Tucson and in Pine Top. That's on June the 16th, Wednesday in Tucson, June the 19th, Saturday in Pine Top. Get reservations in for the Pine Top one because last year, Rudy B and me, we filled that one up. Also, don't forget I'm hitting California, Colorado, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Nevada, Illinois, Iowa, and Minnesota, all in the coming couple of months. And all the dates for those are on my website at markmulligan.net. I do also want to mention, if you would like to pick up either my CDs or my T-shirts, here's the deal. The T-shirts, those are $20, and you saw the colors, orange, blue, or green. We got them from medium up to XX. You can even just order it with a link that's on the screen if you want to do that tonight. Just, go ahead and order it with the PayPal link or the Venmo link and send me a note that it's for a shirt. I've also got my CDs. And I'll tell you what, for you guys watching this show, any of the CDs that you want to do, I know the website says $13. I'm going to give it to you guys for $10 because I'm going to the States that week for those Arizona shows, and I can mail them out to you while I'm there. $10 for any CD you want. If you don't have a CD player, don't forget I got the USB drive. This thing is so easy to use. It's a flash drive. This one has got 3 of my top-selling albums on it. I've got another one that's the complete set. The top 3 sellers, $25. And the complete set, all the tunes, that's like 140 songs or something. That's $50. So you can use the link that's on your screen. So easy to use because all you do is pop out the little tab. There it is. Stick it in your USB player, and you got them all. I hope if you're enjoying the music today, you'll enjoy the full band versions that you'll hear on the USB or on the CDs. So, Let's close out with a song right here. We're going to close out showing you some more Rocky Point pictures. And hopefully one day, if you would like to come down and visit Rocky Point, you know, it's up the coast from me, but shoot me an email and I will give you some recommendations on where to stay, on where to eat, all that fun stuff. It's only an hour south of the border. I know that just like my friends here in San Carlos, they will take good care of you up there. And very soon, we're going to show you more of that town. So what I love about this country, so many cool places to go. In this place called Mexico. Sing along. I can hear the sound of the music coming across that borderline tonight. And I can feel the touch of a young girl gently take my hand underneath the moonlight. Soft refrains on a Spanish guitar carry me away. Our voices calling as I close my eyes. Think I hear her say, Mexico. You've been there on my mind for a long, long time, and I know that I just can't stay away, Mexico. Like warm white sand in the palm of my hand, gotta go, Mexico. Been a while, but does she remember? Is she still waiting there for me? And does she ever think about those hot summer nights down by the sea? Distant highways and dusty old roads, you got me crossing the line. Lead me down to where nobody knows. Take me back in time, Mexico. You're the one that I love and I can't get enough, Mexico. But you're another world away, Mexico. Those clear blue skies and big brown eyes, gotta go, Mexico. I can feel that wind begin to blow. And every time I hear that sound, I know, Mexico. You've been there on my mind for a long, long time, and I know that I just can't stay away, Mexico. Like warm white sand in the palm of my hand, gotta go. And I'll be coming back to stay, Mexico. You're the one that I love and I can't get enough, Mexico. But you're another world away, Mexico. Those clear blue skies and big brown eyes, gotta go, Mexico. Hope you guys enjoyed visiting Puerto Penasco, Rocky Point tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Pablo and Anais and my kid Luis. All you guys for making Monday nights so fun. God bless you guys.
Let's make our way down to Mexico, where we can meet the friends we know. White sand, warm sun, and H2O. It's time for us to get back to laid back. Try a different beer from our favorite six-pack. This crazy world says, come on, let's go. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island, giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's Mexican hideaway. The life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. It's the right place and the right time to be south of the border again. This is the day we get to listen in. We don't sing no blues anymore. We kick off our shoes at our front door, full of wide-eyed wonder as the waves roll in. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island, giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, a Mexican hideaway. The life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be